name is Abby Cohen, and I'm the editor of the Robb Write-Up. Today we'll be discussing the upcoming 2015 Student Body President election. The candidates are gearing up for the election as emotions and stakes are high. But how much does the student population actually know about this election?
Haven't heard anything about it.
I had no idea there was a student election.
What student election?
The election, I'm not quite sure, but it should be fine.
Really excited for it. I can't wait to see who's running.
I don't know.
I didn't even know there was one.
Is there a 2015 student election?
Sad, isn't it? But that's what we're here at the Robb Write-Up, to help you get the inside scoop about this upcoming election. We have 4 candidates vying for the prestigious position of Andover High School Student Body President. So here's Dan Harvey with more information about the Progressive Party.
Thanks, Abby. The Progressive Party, with Cam Howland as their candidate, stated in their platform some changes they would like to make to the current cheating policy. However, they did not explain what was wrong or inefficient about the cheating policy. They did explain, though, the new system. A first offense of cheating is a 0 for the assignment, a class cut, and the student is also exempt from earning any academic achievements for that term. A second offense is a suspension, and the third offense is expulsion. The party also stated some changes they would like to make to the current tardy policy, but like before, did not explain what was inefficient about the policy. They did say, though, that classes will continue to begin at 7:45, but the doors will be locked by 8. Students who show up between 7:45 and 8 will receive a tardy pass and will then be able to go to class. Students who show up after 8 must produce a note explaining why they are late. Once the note is approved, they will be able to go to class. If a student fails to produce such a note explaining why they are late, they must proceed to the cafeteria and wait for second block to begin before going to class. Students who have less than 5 tardies per term and make honor roll will have all their tardies expunged from the record. However, if they have more than 5 tardies, those tardies will roll over to the next term, where if they make honor roll again, all tardies will be expunged from their record. Now, if they fail to make honor roll again, they must serve a detention at the end of finals, with each tardy counting as a 15-minute segment to that detention. So a student with 6 tardies has a 90-minute detention. If the detention is skipped or missed, they must serve another for twice the amount of time. This has been Dan Harvey reporting for the Robb Write-Up. Back to you.
And now here's Sarah with the weather.
Hey Abby, I'm outside Andover High School and it's a little chilly right now. It's 1 degree, but we're ready for the election.
Thanks, Dan, for those updates. Now we're off to Emily with the Student for Choice Party.
Reporting live from a random hallway at Andover High School. The Students for Change Party is preparing for the election for Student Body President. Their candidate, Griffin Clark, seems prepared and ready for the competition. The Students for Choice Party has 2 issues that they will be focusing towards to make our school a better place. They are the tardy and dismissal policy and the budget for the hall monitor. For the tardy policy, the party believes it is up to the students to do well, and it is their responsibility to keep up with their work in their classes, rather than administration interfering with their schoolwork and penalizing them for being late. They believe the current policy in place is strict and unnecessary. And for the hall monitors, according to the party, they believe the budget has been a topic of frustration for parents, teachers, and students alike. The party believes money from the budget cuts will be able to provide students with the technology and items needed to better everyday learning. They said the issues make a more suitable and efficient environment for school and provide both flexibility and convenience, as well as a better use of students' time during the day. Reporting for the Robb Write-Up, I'm Emily Souza. Back to you, Abby. And now for sports.
When I say we are, you say Warriors. We are
Warriors.
We are
Warriors.
We are
Warriors.
Boom! Yeah, jungle game tomorrow!
Thanks, Emily, for that update. Now we're off to Allie with the Freedom Party.
I'm reporting live outside of Guidance. The main goal of the Freedom Party, as their name implies, is to give freedom and responsibility to the students of Andover High School. One issue they're focusing on in their campaign is having an open campus here at Andover High. Party members feel this is a privilege that students deserve, but there are conditions. Only upperclassmen who maintain a GPA of 3.2 or higher would be able to leave campus during the day, and returning to class tardy 3 or more times may result in the privilege being revoked. In order to implement this, the number of lunches would be reduced to 2 or 3, allowing more time for students to eat lunch and leave campus. Fewer lunches could also result in a decrease in the number of cafeteria workers and hall monitors. The money saved from this feeds directly into the Freedom Party's next issue, hiring more guidance counselors. If elected, presidential candidate Cam Burton plans on hiring 5 new guidance counselors. He intends for them to be younger guidance counselors who could start at a lower salary and be trained by the other guidance counselors. Having more counselors would mean less students assigned to each counselor, which could result in a closer relationship. And it could also result in a more detailed college recommendation letter. The money saved from laying off cafeteria workers and hall monitors would go directly towards the counselors' salaries. And that's what the Freedom Party has been up to so far in this campaign. Reporting for the Robb Write-Up, I'm Allie Oken. Back to you, Abby.
We'd like to thank Allie for that wonderful update, and now we're off to Nick with the pond party.
Thanks, Abby. Hi, I'm Nicholas Renton, reporting here from the Andover High School tardy table. As my colleague Dan mentioned, every day students file into a long line here as part of the current tardy policy. According to the pond party, the system is inefficient and takes students out of class. To improve the system, the pond party has proposed a 10-minute homeroom. From 7:45 to 7:55 a.m., teachers would have time to mark students tardy, and it would supposedly eliminate the long line and the loss of class time. The party would still like to enforce a detention after 4 tardies, but in a different way. A weekly detention taking place in the call-in center or cafeteria would be monitored by a rotating schedule of teachers and hall monitors so that individual teachers aren't burdened by perpetually late students. The second issue the party would like to address is no longer the fractured relationship between students and hall monitors, but rather the problematic parking situation at Red Spring Road. The pond party has stated that currently students must take a lengthy walk from the parking lot to the high school each day, which becomes particularly treacherous during the winter months. For this reason, the pond party has proposed that a shuttle bus depart from 7:10 and 7:30 a.m. to the high school to accommodate earlier and later arriving students. The party has suggested that this system will cut down on the risk associated with walking in icy conditions, and that it will provide incentive for students to arrive on time, since the last bus leaves at 7:30. For the Robb Write-Up, I'm Nicholas Renton. Back to you.
Traffic report. It looks a little congested in this hallway.
On Friday, January 9th, 2015, our 4 candidates decided to give their speeches.
Candidate Griffin Clark from the Students for Choice Party addressed his issues and showed solutions. Take a look.
The Students for Choice Party believes that Andover High School needs to take a more conservative approach. We believe in the students and know that they are responsible enough to control their own success. Students for Choice believes in the students. We believe that they will work for success, and we believe that they are responsible and do not need strict administrative regulations, sending them the message that they aren't trusted. Students are the driving force in the school, and we need to make changes to improve student life. Right now, we need change. We need choice. We need Students for Choice.
Candidate for the Freedom Party, Cam Burton, delivered his speech today. Take a look.
In summary, my campaign party embraced the idea of freedom and responsibility. As student body president, I would strive to make Andover High a place where students learn to contribute to society as well as being well-rounded citizens.
Thanks, Abby. At the candidate speeches today, Pond Party candidate Veronica Alois clarified her positions on the action plans for the tardy policy and the Red Spring parking lot. Take a look.
First, our plan will involve setting up a homeroom for everyone, which will remain the same for all 4 years of high school. This will not only allow students to meet more people, but it will also help create smaller communities within our school, creating a better, closer environment altogether. This homeroom will start at 7:45 and will last for 10 minutes, so students can listen to the announcements and allow late students to report directly to homeroom, eliminating the tardy line. The shuttle will pick up students and bring them to the main entrance of the school. This will prevent students from walking in the cold, slipping on ice, and stealing spots that are closer to the entrance.
Candidate Cam Hallinan today for the Progressive Party gave his speech today reinforcing the claims his party made in their platform. Take a look.
Tying this policy. Our main goal is to ultimately achieve a more punctual student body and a more efficient system of admitting late students. The long lines in the morning each and every day are necessary and inconvenient to our students and our faculty. Our students should begin their education as soon as possible every day and utilize their class time well in order to promote a higher standard of learning. Students aren't effectively learning if they are cheating. All they're doing is reinforcing the mentality that being dishonest is the only surefire way to succeed.
I'd like to thank you for watching this year's news special about the 2015 Student Body President election. My name is Abby Cohen. I'm editor of the Robb Write-Up, and make sure to stay tuned for future updates about this election. Thank you.